Okay, going live. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Okay. I am working on this Christmas puzzle and I'm just gonna live stream while I do it. Whether or not a single soul sees this, that's fine. I've got some notes that from the last critique group I was at. So I am going to be adding a bunch of things today. So let's get going. Oh, this is not it. Fine. Okay. Just gotta wait for this to load. We're not gonna be drawing on JPEG. There we go. This is the file I need. All right. So, well, let's work on this. Dang it, I didn't save my last thing. That's fine. I didn't work too much on it. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I've never done a puzzle before, and I just want to do this. I was at my in-laws last Christmas, and we put together several Christmas puzzles, and it was just fun. And I thought, you know what? I can draw a Christmas puzzle. So that is what I am doing here. It's just drawing a Christmas puzzle. Yeah. I'm I feel like I ought to talk, even if no one's here, just for practice, because, like, maybe one day there will come a time when people will watch the live streams, and it would be utterly boring if I wasn't saying stuff. So that's what that's what I'm gonna do, is say stuff while I'm drawing, just to practice so that it's not the most boring live stream you've ever seen. So right now I'm drawing this landing for the sledders. Just I don't want people to freak out and be like, "Oh, they're gonna run it. The horse is gonna trample those poor children." So that's what I'm doing. Drawing a landing. In fact, I think I'll put another sledder right here. And is it gonna be on his belly? You know what? No, this one is not. This one's going to be sitting upright. Maybe there'll be two kids. That's what I'll do. Two kids on a sled. Although I should do this kid's on a different layer. Now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, let's I will cut these off of this layer and I'll put them on the layer with this guy. So I just realized you can't see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, I'm doing the layer with this guy. That's the layer I need to find. So I'm going through, oh, there we go, found it. Going through, clicking all the layers. Great. Okay. Merge that down. Okay, they're on the same layer. That's great. So, oh, you know what would be so fun? If eventually I get people watching these live streams, I could have votes of what animal should these be. Like, here's the thing. I've got these woodland animals, and I've got things like squirrel, badger, bear, probably. That's what I could say that. A couple of mice children, some possums, foxes, ferret or stoat. Do ferrets? I think stoats have the tail. I think this is a stoat. Cats over here, bunnies, raccoon, other mice, a duck, a bear, cat, badger, mouse. Anyway, there's porcupine right there. It would be fun to have votes of what other animals to be putting in here, because I will be putting more animals in here. I'm going to be just adding a bunch of stuff. It would be fun to have votes. So if there's somebody that's like, put an alligator in there, I probably won't do an alligator because that's not the kind of woodland creature I'm going for. Although I love drawing alligators. I have actually done a alligator Christmas card one year, which was fun to do. But yeah, I'm just saying there probably won't be any snakes or things like that. Just looking for cute, fun woodland creatures. And like these two right here, I'm not sure what kind of animals they'll be. I'll have to figure that out. Right now I'm just kind of blocking in shapes. And you know what? I'll probably actually have this person hugging the other guy closer. That's what I'd rather do. So let's erase this. Let's get a hug in here. This guy is smiling. This one is startled or something like that. I've done another image where I have a moose and a bobcat, not a bobcat, a mountain lion, sledding down a hillside where you got the bobcat in the front who's scared and the moose in the back who's excited. So I've done things like that. Anyway, but I'm not sure what these animals are going to be. We'll see. And I have to decide what kind of clothes I'm going to have put on them. Is it going to be a boy and a girl? Maybe. I think so. Okay. So yeah, so we got these two sledding down. And you know what? I want them to be intersecting this mountain, like something like that. Yeah. So this mountain will go behind them. I'll just do a quick little mask. Wait. To tell you the truth, I hardly ever use masks. So I really don't know what I'm doing when I'm doing masks. So I'll just do my own lame way of doing a mask. All right. I thought I was going to be cool by being like, oh, I'll just quickly figure out this mask thing. Like earlier today, I accidentally thought I figured out how to do masks. I was like, oh, okay, I think I understand this. I can do masks. And then just now I found out, no, that's not really the case. I guess I don't know how to do masks. And that's kind of an embarrassing thing to admit because I am a digital artist. A digital artist, I've been doing digital art for 20 years now, at least 20 years. And I've never learned how to use a mask. What a shame. What an embarrassment. Now the world knows my shame. All one of me that's watching this. Oh, what a relief. Nobody's watching this. Nobody has to know that I don't know how to do a mask on digital media. Yeah. I I know I ought to learn how to use masks, and my husband's an illustrator as well, and he uses masks all the time. And I know he would teach me if I just asked him, but I just don't bother because I'm like, oh, I just figured out my workaround. But I'm like, you know what? I'm sure a mask is a lot more convenient, way easier to use. Anyway, so yeah, we got animals right there. Let's put some tracks behind them. Let's see. I also want to put in, okay, so yeah, we got that. You know what? I will put, there's a snow fort. I want to build a snow fort right here, probably. So we're going to have some kids building a fun little snow fort behind this hill. Like, yeah, we don't want it to be super uniform or anything. We want to have lumps and bumps all over it. So that's what I'm doing. Lumpy, bumpy snow fort. That's what this is. Lumpy, bumpy snow fort. You know, I've never done anything like this. And so I'm going to have to figure out how to go about printing this puzzle. I've definitely heard from people that are like, oh, you could, print it on Shutterfly. Shutterfly is great if you're just doing something for family because, you're willing to spend the $25 to do a puzzle on or whatever it is on your puzzle. But there's no way I can print puzzles for $25 each and then charge, $40 so I can make some profit. Like, that's ridiculous. Nobody's gonna spend $40 on a puzzle. Like, well, I mean, not nobody, but yeah, nobody is, especially from an unknown artist. Like, the only way people would buy a puzzle that expensive is if it was from a puzzle maker that everyone loves and it's this limited edition and it's like this high quality material. So, yeah, that's when people might spend that much. Yeah, I got a call coming in. Hey, Rosie.
Hi, Mom. So,
Say what?
so we got like.
Uh huh.
Can I go over to Chase's house?
Yes, you may. Are you guys just gonna walk over there?
No, Chase's house.
Okay, because I was gonna say it's not that far away.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
It's just a phone call.
All right. Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. There's that interruption. Done. You know what I need to do is figure out how to get an audience on here. Here's the thing. If I just do a live stream and nobody's here, then there's no embarrassment. Don't have to worry about it. I just hide in my little office. But the reason I'm doing this is because I really should be sharing my art. So it's dumb to have that mode of thinking. Anyway. So, oh, you know what? A snow fort. That would be good if I did a snow fort with a roof on already. Let's try snow fort. Let's make sure I'm still on the right. Yeah, I'm still on the right layer. Snow fort with a roof on. And like, yeah, have maybe a kid crawling out of it. Again, I'm not sure what animal this is going to be. I'll decide that later. Anyway, so if you are someone that does puzzles, tell me the kind of puzzles that you like to do. Like, honestly, like, I do really enjoy doing puzzles, but I don't do it that often. It's like once or twice a year type of thing. Um, but I really love puzzles that have scenes, and I love discovering the little things that are going on in the puzzle as I'm putting it together. Like, and you're like, wait a second, there's this thing going on. That's so fun, which you don't necessarily notice when you're just looking at the whole picture. Like, it's when you're putting it together, then you see discover the little things. And that is why I am doing this style of puzzle, like trying to just load it up with characters, doing a bunch of stuff, just because that is the kind of thing I love to do. And that is why I'm also putting in a bunch more characters, because I want more of that fun discovery going on. We'll have more another kid who's over here patting snow. on the snow fort. Little town, it's a peaceful village. Every day, like the one before. That's not how it goes. I don't remember how it goes. And I'll stop singing. This is not a singing channel. And I am not a singing. Like, here's the thing I do sing. I sing my kids to bed almost every night. And I sing in my local choir, my congregation choir. But I wouldn't say I have a solo voice necessarily. I sing alto. Oh, I heard of something. Does that mean somebody's watching? Maybe. I can't tell. Oh, I think somebody messaged me on Facebook. So that's nothing. It's like a chime, a chime. Does that mean there's somebody actually watching? Oh, now I'm nervous. But no need to worry. Nobody's watching. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Okay. And I'm going to draw in these trees right here. Anyways, like I was saying, I love puzzles that have those things to discover in it. Like, I think I really enjoy those Dowdle puzzles, um, where he does like whole cities or or even countries or whatever. He just draws major landmarks in there and having people all over. It's just a fun discovery as you're putting it together. Um, and I love Christmas puzzles. I really do. And I love these kind of old fashioned style things. And so, I mean, that's why I'm going for this like Victorian style. Of course, there's woodland animals, which is something else that I love to draw. So let's mesh all those things together and see the kind of puzzle I come up with. Oh, and by the way, I'm alto, so I cannot sing high. No, sir. And especially if I'm trying to sing quiet, there's no way I can sing high. Okay. Well, let's keep talking, right? Let's jabber jabber on this live stream. Look, if there's, you know what I didn't do is hashtags. Nobody's going to find it because I didn't put any hashtags. That makes sense. That's fine. We'll just keep doing it this one this way for now. So I've been teaching some. Okay, I'm teaching a class here in my local ward. That's a term for congregation. Anyway, um, I'm a Latter-day Saint. Anyway, so in my local ward, I've taught one class, and I've just been teaching the ladies how to draw people faces. And it was fun. I definitely enjoyed it. But I'm not that good of a teacher, unfortunately. So I apologize to all the women who came to my class. I'm sorry if I'm not that good of a teacher. But I'm going to teach another class. We're going to keep moving forward. This is two same. Gotta change this around. Two same, two same, two same. Okay, that's a little better. Not quite as same. Oh, by the way, last night, my husband and I took our two youngest kids to watch Sketch. That was fun. That it's basically a little kid horror flick, but it was so fun. And like for the most part, I would say they did a pretty good job on the effects. There were some things that I was like, nah, they could have done better. But for the most part, I would say, hey, you know what? These are pretty good effects. Um, they're definitely a smaller company um, that produces it. But yeah, I tell you what, I enjoy I enjoyed that. That was fun. So if you're unfamiliar with what Sketch is, it's this young girl's drawings come to life, and she is drawing these disturbing images. Anyway, but yeah, so it's fun. Like I said, it's a horror film for little kids. Like it doesn't show any kind of guts or blood or anything like that. So, and nobody dies in it. So it is definitely something you can take your kids to it. It is fun. The main girl in the movie who draws all the drawings, like, okay, I know she's not actually drawing the drawings, but as a character, she does great art. Like it's fun. Fun art. Like I'm sure that it was real artists doing, professional artists. When I say real artists, professional artists doing it. And I bet, they had some kids doing drawings that they based it off of and whatever, but it was fun. All in all, fun. You should take your family, go see it. Worth it. I mean, they were, even though, like I said, it's for a horror flick for kids. There were just a couple of times I was nervous. And like my teenage daughter was not thrilled about going to it, but the movie she wanted to see was not playing at a reasonable time. So she reluctantly came with us to watch it, and she went away from it really liking it and being pleasantly pleased by it. So next time I do this, I'm gonna put some hashtags in there to hopefully get some relevance going on. Like maybe people that like puzzles can come watch this and see how the sausage is made. Or at least the kind of sausage I make. Meaning the puzzle. Sheesh. Today is my kid's first day of school. So my oldest has come home. And she said she had a good day, but teenagers. It was fine. So whatever. I'm sure it was fine. And then my second oldest is going to her friend's house. Anyway. Okay. We got a couple of trees in there. New kids. Let's see. What else? We're going to have some more sledders up here. How about that? Yep, let's do it. Sledders. There we go. We'll draw on this layer. Sledders who are getting ready to go down. So, like I said, I'm not sure the kind of animals these are going to be. But they're going to be up here getting ready. Maybe this one will be like running, getting ready to like holding his sled up. Running to the hill. Lots of runners on there. Let's see. I'll have his foot going like that. Yeah, something like that. That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Running, getting ready to hop on the hill. This one, maybe this one's nervous. Can I have this one contemplating going down? Like, I'm not sure about this. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a pig. I haven't put any pigs on here. I think pigs would be good, even though they're not woodland creatures. I mean, you got wild boars or woodland creatures. Yeah, why not do something like that? I'm gonna do a pig sometime. We'll see. This is not. I'll have to look up some reference later. But something like that. Yeah. So there's this timid little guy right there. This other guy that's like running, getting ready to jump down. Let's see here. What else? Someone making a snow angel? Yeah, let's do that. We got a kid over here on the side of the mountain making a snow angel. Yeah, something like that. That's great. All right. Let's see here. I should do snowball fights. But where am I gonna put that? Oh, let's build a snowman. We're gonna. Do you want to build a snowman? Got someone putting a stovepipe hat on there. Well, maybe have this guy putting in a carrot for a nose or something. Okay, yep, that's what we're putting right there. Let's see, which layer did I put in? Yeah, that works. That's good. That's a good one. Okay, I think I'll put another kid right here. I'm not sure what this kid will be doing. Is he about to help those guys? Or is he going to throw a snowball at someone? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's keep loading up with, yep, more people walking around. Right now I'm going to put blobs for people because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to have them doing. Just want to have more people walking around. Let's see. Don't want it that exactly like that. So maybe something like this. Something. We'll see. That's not exactly good either. But let's see. I want someone carrying presents. Maybe this, you know what? I haven't drawn any dogs. I could have a dog here tipping his hat to these lady cats. That's what I'll do. That's what I want right here. Dog tipping his hat to lady cat. It's Christmas time, so the dogs aren't chasing around the cats like usual. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, so that dog will be there. That's good. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of dog, but I'll figure that out later. Let's see here. Yeah, I do need another little tree right here. To say. Fine. Yep. So. Yep. So we got a tree in here. Look, I've been doing a live stream for over 40 minutes now. I think I'm gonna stop because I ran out of blabbering. I'll probably come back and do this again. I need to do this more often because I gotta get working on this. Because if I have any hopes of having Christmas sales, I've got to do this. And you know what? Next time I'll probably do this on Facebook. So, or advertise it there, whatever. Just because. Yeah, people need to know about this. If I have any desire of having anything come of this, I've got to have people see this. Anyway, if anyone ever watches this, I appreciate it. I also appreciate you not watching while I was doing it live. At least for now, look, it'll change later when I stop being so self-conscious. Anyway, thanks again for joining the live stream. Goodbye. Your stream will stop immediately. End. Okay.